where LeBron James is at his son's basketball game. He's at his son's basketball game. He's in the stands. He's at the top of the stands. Looks like with his wife. And halftime of the game, while the coach is going over plays or making adjustments or whatever with his team, LeBron decides to come down from the bleachers. Now, he's a parent. Comes down from the bleachers and decides that he is going to enter the huddle of another coach's huddle on his son's team. On his son's team, and start talking scheme, making adjustments right over the coach, right in the coach's huddle. Excuse me, no. No, that's not what you do. Now, understand this. I go through this situation daily. My son is a football player. And I understand, LeBron, it's very difficult to do. Especially when you know or you can foresee things that are not being done correctly and so on and so forth. My son plays football. I'm a football coach. I'm not coaching my son. Although it's extremely difficult to sit in the stands and watch and know that things are not being seen, things are going wrong, or whatever it may be. It is very difficult to sit in the stands and not be able to say to the coach or to your child, you should do this or you should do that. But guess what, LeBron? That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do, LeBron. Although you in the stands and you see things that you may not like, it is not your role. You are not with the Cleveland Cavaliers. You are not over there with Kevin Love and J.R. Smith. That's your baby. You can't come down there and step on the coach's toes. The coach lost all respect for that team. The coach lost all respect. The players do not respect that coach from now on. They will never respect him. And as a coach, you got to stay. You know LeBron James' team, LeBron James' son is on your team. You know that from the gate. You have to explain that to LeBron day one. Listen, LeBron, I know your baby's out here, and you may know more basketball than me, but you cannot come down and coach my team in the middle of the game. Now, you know LeBron knows what he's doing is wrong because you can see it on LeBron's face when he comes out the stands. He knows what he's doing is wrong. What's to stop anybody to walk into that huddle now? What's to stop any basketball coach? What's to stop Tom Kamchowski? And if you're a basketball guy, you'll know who Tom Kamchowski is. If you're a basketball guy in New York City, you'll know who he is. LeBron can't come out the bleachers and start coaching the team at halftime. Who the hell do you think you are? I don't give a damn who you are. Listen, LeBron, this has to happen day one. Day one, this has to happen. LeBron, listen, I know your baby's on my team. You may know more basketball than me. I understand you're the best basketball player in the world. But you can't come down here and coach my team. I need you to fall back. If you have a scheme, if you have something that you feel that we need to do or the adjustment or whatever, we talk about that behind closed doors. But you can't show me up in a gym. But here's the problem. A lot of coaches don't mind being showed up in the gym. You know why? Because they don't want to lose LeBron James Jr. See, winning is more important than their pride. Winning is more important than their dignity. And it's not. It can't be. You can't put winning before your pride. You can't put winning before your dignity. See, Ryan McGovern's here. We played Ryan McGovern this weekend. My team played his team this weekend. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. His team whooped my team's ass. Physically whooped my team's ass. There's no two ways about it. But there's some things that I'm just not going to do. So I had a D tackle who wasn't rushing the passer. And the main reason why he wasn't rushing the passer is because he was tired. He was tired. So I pulled him out the game, and I asked him, was he tired? And he looked at me like, who the fuck are you to ask me am I tired? So I asked him again, are you tired? He looked at me crazy again. I asked him a third time, are you tired? He refused to answer me. I said, you know what? Sit your ass here until you figure out the answer to, are you tired? Oh, he sat out about 6 plays because he thought I was playing. He tried to enter the game. No. Come back. I didn't get my answer. You can't sacrifice your dignity for winning. Because the second you sacrifice your dignity for winning, those players, those parents will walk all over you. Shit, you know LeBron laced that team with uniforms, sneakers, equipment, practice facilities, and probably the coach himself. So what does that mean, Craig? What does that mean? If LeBron hired the coach, then let him coach. That's what used to get George Steinbrenner in trouble. That's what gets Jerry Jones in trouble. That's what got Phil Jackson and James Dolan in trouble. You hired the coach, let him coach. So because LeBron brought the uniforms, he could now make adjustments at halftime? Hell no. Hell no. I don't give a damn what he did at halftime. No, Craig, I don't know what it means. No, Craig, I don't know what it means. Tell me what it means, Craig. Let's bring Craig on. Silly shit today. Let's bring Craig on. Brian Benedict, the kids look beautiful. I love you. Congratulations, Brian Benedict. I love you. He basically brought the team. So what does that mean? He has the same problems with his owner. What does that mean? Because he brought the team, he brought the uniforms, he could do and say whatever the fuck he want to do and say? No, it don't go like that.
No, you know, if he is doing that, he's gonna have a say. You know that he's LeBron James, his son is on the team, and if he is lacing that team with uniforms, with sneakers, practice facilities, whatever that team needs to win. And I mean, in essence, he's a financial backer of that team. He's a booster.
What?
He's a booster.
So what?
Hey,
tell me what booster. What booster is coaching the team. Go ahead, I'll wait.
That's all I'm saying. You know, LeBron at some point, especially if he don't like what he see, and I don't know if it has something to do with his son or with how the team was being coached, but he gonna get down there and say something if he is contributing in that way.
I get it.
Is he right? Well, your argument, and I totally understand it. I'm gonna say, I definitely would lean on your side of the argument. But there are.
Let me ask you a question, Craig.
Say again.
Let me ask you a question. You drive New York City trains, right?
Right.
Let's say a retired guy says, you know what? I don't like how you driving the train. Move out of the way. Let me drive. How is that going to go at your job?
That could never happen.
So it could happen in the
That
gym.
could never happen.
It could never happen. And listen, I've seen crazier things happen. So it should happen in the gym?
Again, LeBron's not some retired guy. I mean, he is.
I don't give a damn who LeBron is. I love LeBron.
Hey.
I love LeBron. He is dead wrong on this one.
I say
wrong.
For the most part, he is wrong. But if he is contributing something like that, part of me wants to say he has a stake in it, so he might be right.
But, again, Craig, Jerry Jones owns the Cowboys. When Jerry Jones take us with the coach, the whole listen, Jerry Jones lost Jimmy Johnson to Barry Switzer. George Steinbrenner fired Billy Martin 8 times. You don't see a problem?
And what are you referencing that to? I mean, okay,
because you're the owner, because you're the financial backer, don't mean you could tinker in coaching. You cannot tinker in coaching. Pay the bills and shut up. You know why Robert Kraft is successful?
Steinbrenner has fired Billy Martin. How many times and how many times did they win championships during that stretch?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
They went to probably 4
Are you a
World
Yankee
Series.
fan?
They probably went to 4 World Series in that stretch, and they won half.
Oh no, you're lying. You're lying.
No, they
You're
went
lying.
in 76.
Let me ask you a question.
77, 78, and again in I think 81. That strike shortened season.
Are you a Yankee fan?
Yes.
Okay. During the 70s, they had those championship runs. They had great teams. What happened in the 80s?
The 80s, they suffered.
They suffered. They were terrible.
Okay.
They were terrible. What happened in order for the Yankees to start winning World Series again? Tell me what happened.
They had to rebuild, start from scratch.
No.
What?
George Steinbrenner got suspended for 2 years.
He got suspended, yeah, but listen. When he took over in the 70s, when he took over in the 70s, how long before they started winning and won a championship? I think he came on in what, 72, 73? 4 years later, they were champions.
Again, their last championship in the 70s was what, 80, I want to say? 1980, right? When was the next time they won a championship?
96.
So it was almost 20 years. Very similar to Jerry Jones, by the way.
Okay.
It was almost 20 years before the Yankees won a championship. And it wasn't until George Steinbrenner was suspended for 2 years and Stick Michael rebuilt that team with Buck Showalter.
Right.
That's when the Yankees started winning again.
Okay.
So again, back to LeBron. Because
that
you are
doesn't
the
mean
financial
the
backer.
80s teams. That doesn't mean the 80s teams were total, shit. They had some nice. They had some.
They had one team, 2 teams, one team I think that was in the World Series with Don Mattingly and Dave Winfield going for the batting title.
Right.
And they lost to the Dodgers.
Okay.
So now, my point to you is this. Because you are the financial backer, doesn't mean you run the team. You coach the team. It doesn't mean that.
I understand that, but you're talking about child sports and pro sports. In pro sports,
I don't give a damn what it is.
Hey, you don't care what it is, but it is what it is.
No,
pro
it's not.
sports,
No, it's not.
That will never happen.
It's what the coach of that team allows it to be.
It's because the league won't allow that. The league will not allow that.
What?
It's because the league will not allow an owner to come down to the sideline or to the Yankees coach and tell them what to do. The league will not allow that.
Okay? Craig, you're so wrong.
Really?
Mark Cuban sits right next to the bench.
Right.
James Dolan constantly was trying to tell Mike Woodson, Larry Brown what to do. Dan Gilbert tries to tell Tyronn Lue what to do.
Okay, well,
Because
do they come
are
out
the
and say? Do they come out and say it, or do they come out and do it by themselves, or do they use backdoor channels? Do they use gophers? Do they come down out of the stands like LeBron did and do it themselves, or do they get word to these coaches?
Craig, what's the difference if LeBron?
The difference is somebody physically seeing them come down as you're stating to run the show.
What's the difference if I slap you in the face or I send somebody to slap you in the face? What's the difference?
Again, what's done in the pros is in the pros. That would never happen. When you
come
to Little League ball, something like that,
pros. What are you talking about?
It's not going to happen. They will not come down.
Does it all the time. Jerry Jones did it to Jimmy Johnson. Jerry Jones did it to Bill Parcells. What are you talking about?
On the sidelines.
Jerry Jones used to stay on the sideline. What are you talking about? Most owners are in the press box. Robert Kraft was in the press box. That's why they're successful. Jerry Jones, his stupid ass is on the sideline. Jerry Jones just stopped coming down to the sideline. Jerry Jones used to be in the little nasty-ass tight bike shorts trying to coach in the summer.
Clarence, control yourself.
What do you mean control yourself?
So has Craig ever played any sports?
Yes, we have to ask.
He know I have. I went to school with that bub. He know I have.
But we have to ask you because you say a lot of crazy shit.
Listen, it's not even do you play.
It's not even do you play sports. It's do you watch sports?
Do you watch sports? Of course I do.
Okay, so you never saw Jerry Jones on the sideline?
I have, but you're talking during the most of the game, all of the game, or in the final 2 minutes.
Jerry Jones used to come down, start of the fourth quarter every single game. His son has just put the reins on him a little bit. Thank God for his son. His son is just tightening the reins on him a little bit. But good teams. Think of the good teams. Who's good in the NFL? Robert Kraft. He don't come down. Who else? Who was in the Super Bowl? Who was in the Super Bowl? That Seattle owner. You Paul, whatever his name is. You don't even know who the hell he is. Who was in the Super Bowl this year?
You had the Patriots and you had Eagles.
The Eagles. Jeff Lurie. He don't be on the sideline.
Okay. Well, all right, fine.
So now, LeBron thinks it's okay because he's LeBron James to come down and coach his baby's team at halftime? No, that is foul. He wouldn't come to my sideline. I'll tell you that right now. He wouldn't come to Coach Epps' sideline.
Hey,
Mr. James, take your ass back up to them bleachers.
All I can say is I mostly agree with you, but I can see a reason why he would too if he's backing that team financially.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You coaching the team. LeBron could come in your huddle and tell the team what to do?
I'm going to say this. I mean, no, I wouldn't say that.
So what are you arguing?
Listen, if I'm coaching a team and LeBron wants to come down and share something, I would honestly speaking, look, he's LeBron James. Yeah, I'm going to let him in the huddle. Fuck it. All right? Am I going to let him take over my team? No. But if he wants to come down
he took over
and impart some wisdom, yo,
he do that shit behind closed doors. He do that shit behind closed doors. So you wouldn't help Nolan? Yo, Ben Patton, let me tell you something. I go to Nolan's game, and I sit so far up in the goddamn bleachers because I know that I would have a hard time controlling myself. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm up there yelling. I'm yelling. Watch this, watch that. I'm yelling, hoping somebody hears me. But am I going to go down on the field and say, yo, Nolan, you should do this? Or the coach, you should do that? No, I'm not doing that. Would
you agree with me that sometimes a different voice would make a difference? Okay,
absolutely.
now let me ask you this. Let's give LeBron the benefit of the doubt for a minute, all right? let's say, you know what, he is a hands-on father when it comes to his kids' sports. Okay, so let's say, in his off time, he's helping out with coaching, at the practices and maybe at some games. I'm not sure, but definitely at practices. Okay, and he's helping coach these kids, right? And now you got a game situation, and he's up in the stands, and nothing that the coach is saying is getting to them. They're messing up, right? If he comes down, if he thinks that maybe a different voice would catch a response, a reaction, why do you think he's wrong? It's wrong for him to come down and do it, especially if he's in the season been helping out, coaching here and there at practice or whatever.
Craig, he just finished the basketball season, so he hasn't been at practice helping out. He just finished his own basketball season.
They have home games.
Number two. Although I hate losing, there are lessons in losing. And guess what? His son, of all sons, need to get that lesson in losing. Now, listen to this. What about the other kids that are out there whose daddy ain't LeBron James? What about those kids? Would you agree that I hate LeVar Ball?
I would totally agree.
Okay. Would you agree I love LeBron James?
Totally agree.
Okay, what LeBron James did is very similar to what LeVar Ball does. Very similar.
Again, I'm mostly going to agree with you.
Okay,
I would say about 96% of me, I'm agreeing with you.
You want to coach your son. You can't do that. See, here's the problem with black folks.
I'll take my kids, for example. They're at the softball game or at the baseball game. If I see them doing something that their coaches tell them to do, but they're not doing, I'm going to come down to the fence and I'm going to get into his ass.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to get into his ass. I'm going to coach my kid.
You are dead wrong. You're dead wrong. Either become the coach or stay the hell out the way. You just said they have to learn from a different voice. You just said it.
But sometimes it takes pushing your kid as well.
Okay. Know when you push him? When you get in the car and take him home.
No. I can't sit here and say that's true, no.
Oh,
sometimes I can sit back. Sometimes I'll sit back. But there are other times I'm going to get up and I'm going to say something to push my kid.
Craig, as a parent, you are not going to be there at all sports events to help him when he's in a rut or to help her when she's in a rut. You're not going to be there all the time.
You're right, but you can't just sit pat. I mean, you gotta get up and say something to your kid. Whether it's giving them the backing that they need, mentally to push them, or to actually tell them what to do. You get up there, your kids getting up there and swinging at balls and not looking at them, swinging at balls over their head. The coach is saying something, but they're still doing it. If you get up there and talk some sense to your kid, and guess what? The kids stop swinging that balls over their heads.
What's the
problem there?
The problem there is you're not the coach. You're not the coach. Mind your business.
I coach that kid when she's at home.
Yep,
I coach that kid before the game.
Coach her at home. On the way home. You should swing it. Whatever you're going to tell your child at the baseball field, tell them in the car on the way home. Because I'm telling you this, as a coach, if I see my players walk to the gate to talk to their mother, their father, their girlfriend, their aunt, their uncle, their brother, their sister, okay, stay over there at that goddamn fence. I don't need you. Stay over at that fence.
It's not about them walking to the gate.
It's all about that.
No, it's not. If you're within distance, from them, you can shout to them. No, if you're within shouting distance from them, you can give instruction as well.
You can give instruction, yes, from your seat. From your seat.
Again.
The second you come to that fence, Mr. Davis, take your baby home. Your baby won't be playing.
So you with your kids, with Nolan, do not get up at all to instruct him at all.
Hell no.
No.
No, Dante, come here.
You've never once got up or even shouted an instruction to your child.
Dante, at Nolan's games, do I get up, go to the fence, and instruct him on what to do?
Have you done it from where you're sitting?
Done it from the highest there.
Craig, I'm sitting a mile from him. He can't hear me. I yell out all types of shit. He can't hear me.
You know what? I'm not gonna call you a liar, so fine. If you say it, then
Craig,
fine.
come to one of the games. I'll show you. Come to one of the games. I sit so far away on purpose because I know what I could do. I do that on purpose. It's difficult. I understand what LeBron is going through. It's difficult, but he's got to fight that. He cannot get up and go to the baby's huddle at halftime and give instructions.
I will definitely. Like I said, I will agree with you. I definitely will. You know.
Now listen, because this is going to transition into something else. Because as black folks like you, we love to protect, or we love to condone bad behavior. We love to condone bad behavior. We don't want to, especially if it's coming from us. If it's bad behavior, we don't want to talk about it, or we want to give it an excuse. So now, did you hear about this kid XXX Tentacion?
Yeah, I heard that he's dead or something like that. What was the
Yeah, he got killed coming out a motorcycle dealership. Okay? Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not condoning anybody's death. I'm not condoning murder. Sorry that the kid had to die. But he's put out some music, right? And I saw an interesting video where he talks about black people need to do this and black people need to do that, and how we should be careful and we get killed by the police. Oh, yada, 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 that. All this stuff about Black Lives Matter, basically. Then I hear he beat his girl so bad that she's currently blind.
Wow.
He beat her so bad that she's currently blind. My daughter, who's 11 years old, said to me, "Yeah, Dad, that's why he was in jail. For beating the shit out of his girlfriend or his baby's mother." So my question is, how can we condone anything that comes out of his mouth if he's beating the hell out of his baby's mother or his wife?
And I'm gonna say it, and some people are gonna be upset with me, but kind of like how Bill Cosby used to get on black people for their crimes, you know, or their fuck ups. Yet shit went down with him. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with you. He was on black comedians about cursing.
He was
word nigga.
Well, he was on, using nigga, but also he was on black people about, you know, their criminal activities and shit like that. And yet he's been doing it over the last 30, 40 years.
he's been slipping girls Mickeys and Spanish.
You know what I mean?
And cat tranquilizer.
So yeah, man.
See, this is
Chicka is, you know what it is, man? You know what it is?
This is my problem with black folks.
It's gonna come to light. Your shit's gonna come to light. If you're not doing, you know, if you're doing dirt, and then on top of that, you trying to be judgmental, your shit will come to light sooner or later, bro.
Like, he has a video where there's a 10-year-old black kid on stage with a 10-year-old white kid on stage, and a noose between the both of them. He has a noose between the both of them. They're both looking at the noose. He puts the noose around the white kid's neck. Now, the kid's 10 years old. Puts it around his neck and hangs him. Hangs him in front of the black kid that's on stage. Now, I think he's trying to say that if we'd have hung the black kid, it wouldn't have got the response that it did hanging the white kid. I think that's what he's trying to say. But my point is, all that shit he's saying about Black Lives Matter, Rodney King, Philandro Castile, and the young boy with the hoodie and all that shit, everything that he's saying to me falls on deaf ears because his wife is now blind in one eye because he beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, man. And now that you mentioned, it was kind of a good segue. If you haven't seen, I think it was on Showtime, they had this movie called Stranger Fruit, and it dealt with that whole was it Mike Brown situation where he got shot and killed by that cop.
Yeah.
Excellent movie, excellent documentary. You have to see it because there's definitely some shit that they had on there that I guarantee you nobody, if at all anybody, knew what was going on, especially anybody in the Northeast.
Well,
I need
black people. I need black people to stop calling this man a genius. I need black people to stop celebrating this man's life. Listen, again, nobody deserves to die. Nobody deserves to die.
It's not that, but when you're a cop, you're sworn to uphold the law, and you're sworn to practice your techniques, what you've been taught, and certain things that that these cops are doing is murder. They're murderers.
Craig.
You have to watch the movie. If you haven't seen it,
Craig,
please watch it.
Just know when you talk to me, you talking to a cop's son.
Okay, I can
understand. Talking to a cop's son. So
I understand that. I would have been a city cop.
Do I agree with what all the cops are doing? No. But in some cases, I understand, believe it or not. And some people ain't.
I'm not going to say I understand. I'm not going to say I understand.
My daddy was out in them streets.
I'm not going to say I understand, but I've been on Facebook, and I've been on Facebook at length. I've argued on Facebook as far as when a cop instructs you to do something, just do it. Don't run or anything like that. But that being said, still, there's certain. You just cannot shoot somebody in the back if they're.
You don't know that situation.
If they're running from you,
you
can't.
You don't know. You
shoot somebody in the back.
You don't know what happened. You wasn't there.
Again,
if
it's on videotape, if the guy's not shooting a gun at you, or pointing something at you, you can't shoot somebody in the back.
Craig. Let me ask you a question. And I don't want to go deep into this because I got so many other things to touch on. If Eric Brown, was that the guy's name in Staten Island?
Eric Gardner.
If Eric Gardner had complied and put his hands behind his back and went to the precinct, would he be alive today?
Yeah, he would be. Okay. Now, I've argued that. I've argued it carefully because it's a hot topic with our people. But what I'm saying is, even with that, okay, police have to show some sensitivity. I understand
again,
but you have to show some.
You know what it is? Y'all watch a lot of movies.
Y'all
watch a lot of movies. Shoot him in the leg. Shoot him in the arm.
I'm not saying shoot him at all, but you can't. If you can't get a guy in a chokehold, you're not supposed to do it. It's just simple as that.
What?
If you can't put somebody in a chokehold, if you're not supposed to put somebody in a chokehold, then you're not supposed to do it. It's simple as that.
Again, you watch too many movies.
What are you talking about?
That's not how it goes down in the streets. Let me explain something to you.
No, the guy was in a chokehold.
Hold on. Let me explain. You put a white man who lives in Lake Ronkonkoma in 40 projects, in Marcy projects, in Bed-Stuy. That's some bitch scared as hell. He's scared as hell. Huggies even said, my man Huggies, he said, dude is running away. And he shot him in the back.
If you're a cop, you're not supposed to be
are you running?
on the gun.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
If you're a cop and you're not,
I have a 26-year-old son.
You're not, listen, you can't, if you have a gun.
But I have to explain to him, nigga, comply. We will fight this later.
Okay, then what about the brother that got shot in front of his girl and his fucking kid in the car for saying that he's carrying legally? Legally carrying.
Say it again.
What about the brother that got shot dead in front of his girl and his kid
That's dead wrong.
In his car?
That's dead wrong.
Okay, what about the kid? What about the child? The child who was shot dead outside in the park, probably playing cops or robbers or whatever, but playing nonetheless, and a cop rolls up on him. Let me tell you, when I was a kid,
he had a gun.
The child had a toy gun, I think.
A toy gun.
Okay, no. Go back to your childhood, bro.
Okay.
How many times have you had a toy gun outside?
No. Toy guns when we were kids, they were orange, they were yellow, they were green. Okay? Let me explain something to you. I have had this incident. I've seen this incident. I was sitting at a light. My football players in Uniondale had no idea that I was sitting at a light. I was sitting at a light behind this old lady. One of my players is chasing another kid, another one of my players, with a silver gun. That shit looked like a 9mm to me.
The silver guns are cap gun. I know the silver guns you're talking about. I know that.
You don't know the silver gun I'm talking about, Craig, because you wasn't there.
Is it a toy gun? Were you talking about a toy gun?
It was a toy gun, but the lady was so scared, she ran a red light. She ran a red light, and I saw the gun. And I'm saying to myself, I could understand how a cop could look at that shit and think it's a real gun.
But no, let me ask you something, man. We're talking about, and the one you're talking about is that a kid? Because I'm talking about a kid that was playing, and a cop rolls up. If a cop rolls up on you, and you're just playing as a kid, now the kid doesn't know the severity of the situation. He's playing.
You know why he don't know the severity of the situation? Because parents don't explain that to him. Even Huggy says, if that was a white kid, if that was a white kid with a toy gun, he wouldn't have been shot. That's true.
No, nobody, no parent, no one's parent explains to them the situation or the severity situation when a cop comes up to you with the guns drawn, on you, and you're out in the street playing like any other kid.
No,
you're
Craig.
playing.
No, Craig. My daughter cannot play with a black gun, a silver gun. They can't play with it, Craig, because what happens is it gets misconstrued as a real gun. And what Huggy says
definitely
is
true
right.
now, no.
What Huggy says is right. Now. Let me finish. What Huggy says is absolutely correct. But as black parents, we know that that's the issue. So guess what, black parents? You can't buy your kids toy guns that look
right.
You better buy them that big-ass green or orange gun. You can't buy them
no.
You can't buy them a silver
gun.
Totally.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit up here and say he might come from a single family home or whatever. And that's
not an excuse, Craig.
No, man, he's a kid. That kid, like I said, it might be an excuse, bro.
Craig, that's not an excuse.
He may be coming from one family
home,
and they don't know enough to even tell him that.
A black toy gun. That single parent knows that child could be killed if that gun is misconstrued as real. That's not an excuse. We love that excuse. Oh, it's a single parent. Oh, the dad is not there. That is not an excuse.
So you're going to sit up there.
Nolan, Dante.
Are you going to sit up there and tell me that it's not that cop's fault?
Dante, hold on a second. Get that bowl and bring it in the house before the dog get in the bowl. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You're going to sit up there and tell me it's not that cop's fault that kid is dead?
What kid are we talking about?
The one we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes that got killed.
Castillo?
Yeah, cops and robbers. Yeah.
For the kid in Minnesota?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely.
No, not that one. The kid in the playground.
I wasn't there. One. B, I don't know what that gun looked like. So you're talking about white America policing the ghetto. That's what you're talking about. And they don't know the rules of the ghetto. They don't know that kid's been out there every day with this toy gun. They don't know that. All they know is Becky, Susan, and Johnny are at home, and I got to go home at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, lives are being taken, man, and I can't accept that.
So if lives are being taken,
you're talking about a kid and an adult.
Then black parents got to start parenting. Stop buying your kids.
You're talking about a child and adult, all right?
Stop buying your kids that toy gun.
There has to be other variables that can come into play.
No, it's not other variables.
There has to.
How come white Americans don't have those issues?
It can't be clear cut that somebody may have a gun and is playing.
You want to make excuses for your skin tone.
That's a legit excuse, though.
For your skin tone.
It's a legit excuse, though, no?
You want to make excuses. You made at least 3 excuses.
There's no excuse for a cop to pull a gun on a kid that's playing and then kill the kid. There's no excuse for that.
Okay, here's Lucas Roadside. He said, why put a gun in your child's hand and force the police to make a judgment call? Why do that? Instead of giving your child something else to play with. I would hope this is so difficult for us as black folks.
I would hope, okay, that we instruct our kids, on.
But we're not.
But I would hope we do. I've done it. But I've done it.
Okay, you doing it. That don't mean your neighbor's doing it.
Right. You're right.
Okay, so then what we have to do is stop making excuses for poor behavior. That's the same thing with the XXX Tentacion kid. You want to make excuses, but this guy
it wasn't poor behavior. It wasn't poor behavior that the cop, assess the situation first before you roll up on it. It wasn't poor behavior then?
Craig, have you ever been a cop?
No.
Okay, have you ever walked into a situation?
You're the one that killed someone.
Have you ever walked into a situation?
Poor behavior for the cop to assess the situation as they were rolling up.
Craig, have you ever rolled into a situation where shit was hot? You talk about assess the situation?
Your job, you put your life on the line every day. That's your job, okay? Nobody asked you to take that job. You chose to take it.
It is your job.
You chose to take that job. Fine. But you can't sit up there. You can't sit up there and come into a situation and not assess it in some way before you start firing off your gun. You cannot do that.
It is your job. But there's something called human element at every job. Every job, there's something called human element. Now, they can get all the training in the world. They can get all the training in the world. Until you up in that situation, Craig, you can't tell me how you're going to react to that situation. You know what? And I don't even want to touch on this shit because I think it's ridiculous and I think it's sad. But just like people are talking about the people at that bodega in the Bronx are wrong because they let the boy get cut. They let the boy get stabbed. Okay. Again.
Yo, I'm gonna have to run. I gotta take my father.
Okay, but when a gang walks up into your bodega, you don't know how you're gonna react in that situation.
Right.
The same thing with a cop. You don't know how you're gonna react in that situation.
Too many situations, bro. It's been too many situations.
Okay. I agree with you.
It's been too many.
I agree with you, but
procedures need to change, all right? Training tactics need to change.
What?
I'm not going to say policing need to change, but procedures need to change.
What procedure needs to change?
What do you mean, what procedure?
What procedure needs to change? Tell me what procedure needs to change.
When it comes to confrontation.
How about parenting needs to change?
Listen,
How about
no,
that?
You don't
want to blame it on no black parents.
Something else. Listen, there's a reason why a lot of these cops are not being found guilty. Why? Because they legally approached that situation the way that they were taught. Now, the way that they were taught, that shit may be dated, man. It's outdated.
Craig.
Some shit is outdated or it's wrong.
Craig, I guarantee you that the parents are fully aware that their baby is in that playground playing with a gun that looks like a real gun. They brought the gun. Why is your baby... You already know what type of climate we're living in. You already know this as a parent. Why are you setting your baby up for failure? Why are you setting your baby up for death?
Would love to stay and talk. I got to run.
All right.
Peace. Bro.
Yeah.
Yo. Talk about Gardner, man. He needs to ride the bench. All right. And now, either that or he bat his ass ninth. This guy has 2 seasons with 270 batting average and everything else is 260.
Craig, he's not there to hit.
250.
Craig, he's not there to hit.
Bro, listen. I don't know what to tell you, but he can't bat at the top of the lineup anymore. Not for me.
He's not there to hit.
He can't bat at the top of the lineup. No, if he's not
there, tell me what his OPS is.
If he's not there to hit, he can't bat at the top of the lineup. Let Frazier get it. Package him in a deal with some other dude to get a decent lefty reliever.
Craig, you have no left fielder, Craig. You can't put Giancarlo Stanton in left field. He sucks. Frazier. Who?
Frazier, the kid from the minors. Frazier.
He's not a left fielder.
He's an out. He's not a center fielder. He's either a left fielder or right fielder. Frazier's a left fielder.
He's not a left fielder.
I gotta run.
Goodbye. There you go, Craig. Again. Okay, so let's listen to some of this. Let's talk to. So why is it only happening to black and brown people? Again, we know the climate. We know the climate. I'm not making no excuses. We know the climate. We know how. So we as parents got to protect our kids. And giving your child a play gun to go to the park and play cops and robbers is not protecting your kid today. I'm sorry. It's not. I have a question. If your child comes through the window of my house 2 a.m. and I shoot him and he dies, am I wrong for what I did? Hell no. Okay, so what about the other case? When the guy had his hands up, the white lady cop still shot him and she got off. I can't talk about that situation because I don't know about that situation. I'm sorry. I can't talk about that situation, Huggy. But all I'm saying to you is this. Again, my son came in here, 26 years old, came in here on some Malcolm X shit. I told him straight up, you better learn to shut the fuck up. You better learn to shut up. That cop is the goddamn boss. And don't give me that shit. Oh, it's a show. It shows weakness if you comply. No, it don't. Sometimes you gotta run. Sometimes you gotta take that L. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Sometimes what you gotta do. I got jumped one time. Yeah. Who I'm gonna stay there and fight 5 people, 6 people? No. I had to curl up on the ball, get under a car, something. I got to take that L. Sometimes you got to take that L. It is not okay for black America to constantly make an excuse for poor behavior in the street. I know thugs that would say, yes, officer, no, officer. Thugs! You can't just be out here talking crazy. You want to save your kid's life? You want to save your kid's life? Educate them on how to talk to a police officer. Stop buying them guns. I saw two of my football players chasing each other down Uniondale Avenue where there's police everywhere. Chasing them with a gun that looked like a Glock, looked like a silver Glock. That's exactly what it looked like. The lady was so scared she ran a red light and went wherever she went. I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, I can't believe, let me call this boy's father. I called the boy's father. The boy's father was down the block in 10 minutes, snatching his son up. The kids were playing. We can't, I'm sorry, black folks. And I love me some black folks. Don't nobody love black folks like me. Love them. I love me some us. But I'm not going to sit here and allow people to justify poor behavior. We on Facebook, oh, XX Tentacion, he was a genius. He was this, he was that. And then I find out his girlfriend was blind because he was beating the hell out of her one eye. The school shooting suspects get caught with no scratches. They took the kid that killed 9 people in the church to get lunch before. Listen, I agree with all of that. All of that is wrong. All of that looks crazy. All of that sounds suspicious. I agree with all of that. What I'm saying is this. We know that the culture or the climate is not right. We know the climate is wrong. We know that there's poor behavior in the police department. We know that America look at black people as other than human. We know that. So guess what? We need to educate our kids on how America is treating us today. I'll give you another example. You walking home from school every day. You know on Smith Street, now when we was growing up, it wasn't pit bulls. It was Doberman pinchers. It was Doberman pinchers when we was growing up. It wasn't pit bulls. But you know on Smith Street, there is a pit bull on Smith Street. And you know that the fence is raggedy and the pit bull always gets out. Do you continue to walk down Smith Street or do you avoid Smith Street based on you knowing there's a loose pit bull on Smith Street? Oh, I know what you do. Black folks, we avoid Smith Street. We will walk a scenic mile before we walk down Smith Street. It's the same exact thing. Browns. It's the same exact thing. Don't walk down Browns. Because you know that loose pit bull is out there. Educate your family. Educate yourself. Because you already know how America's giving it up. Let's stop acting let's stop acting like we don't know any better. My son is a 26-year-old black man who's driving an expensive car. He ain't a target. He a target all day. But guess what? I got to tell his ass he's a target. He didn't. I don't think he realized he was a target. Because he talking about what he going to tell the cop. You ain't telling that cop shit. You going to tell him yes, officer, no, officer. You don't say you never said that, because you did say that. Oh, yeah, what did you say then? What?
I never said I would speak to a cop a certain way, ever.
What did you say then?
I said they do not handle confrontation well.
They don't know how to handle confrontation well?
They don't handle certain situations well.
Okay, they don't handle certain situations well.
never said anything that said something wrong with the system. Never said me going.
You sat here and said that you would play 20 questions with this cop.
I never said I played 20 questions.
Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
stupid.
Okay.
Why would I play 20 questions with a cop?
I hope I was wrong. I hope I was wrong. But you better comply and bring your ass home. I agree. But the more we change how we carry ourselves differently from them, the more we'll lose our freedom. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. What is carrying yourself? What does that mean? The more we carry ourselves, what does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Again, you can do everything they say and comply with everything and still get killed. That's definitely a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. So what are we supposed to do? Sit in the house all day? You're not changing yourself. It's called having respect for authority like we should. And like we did when we were kids. We had respect for authority. Guess what? I'm 47 years old. I'm still here. I worked with kids. I currently work with young kids. When I say young kids, between the ages of 18 and 25. I still currently work with them. I have a kid who drives a BMW. He gets pulled over constantly. Is he the type of kid to say, yo, what the fuck you pulling me over for? No, because he's still alive. We know the climate. We know the climate. There's no excuse. We know the climate. We want to justify poor behavior. So that goes back to what got us here. When I see XXX Tentacion, whatever his name is, talking about Rodney King, talking about Philando Castile, talking about the young man with the hoodie, talking about Black Lives Matter, and then I see his girlfriend, wife, baby mother, she blind in one eye because he done beat the shit out of her. I'm sorry, everything he told me about, I can't get with it. I can't get with it. You beat a woman so bad that she's blind? And you want to tell me how Black Lives Matter? You sorry sucker ass. You're a sucker. I'm sorry. I don't buy it. You're doing that to sell records as far as I'm concerned. No, we shouldn't stay in the house. But most of these cases I've seen, it's the police that are in the wrong. I don't believe that, Huggy. I don't believe the police are in the wrong. He was on some 666 shit too. Yeah, huh? I'm not talking about cops. I'm talking about how we have to be extra careful when we go places. We can't go shopping without having someone follow you around the store. Listen, that's been going on all my life. That's been going on all my life. Listen, it happened to me. I'm 47 years old. It happened to me earlier this year. I went to Five Below to get my daughter a ball, a soccer ball. And the white man followed me, the security followed me all through the store. So you know what I did? I took his ass on the trip. I sure did. I made him follow me all through that bitch. I had the ball, but I was putting the neck pillow. I was putting it under my arm. I was taking a little pencil, holding it where nobody can see it. Oh, I made him follow me throughout the store. Took him to the register, and I said, I'm not buying all this shit because I just wanted to, have this guy behind me because he followed me throughout the store for no reason. That's how you handle it. You embarrass these people. He was just a kid, not excusing his behavior, but he was a kid and we didn't know his story. Facts. I'm sorry, Serendi 8-Ball Purvis. Welcome to the show. This is the first time I'm seeing you. I'm sorry. But just a kid is not an excuse for me. This guy who we calling a kid, what is he, 20, 21? 20, 21 years old? Beating a woman so bad that she's blind? Sorry. That's not kid behavior. Sorry. I hear that she got beat till she was blind. Don't tell me I don't know the facts. If the woman is blind due to a beating from this guy, I'm sorry. I have no sympathy from him. And him being young is not an excuse. Sorry. My other son is 17. I should expect him to beat a bitch so she blind? Shit. Star called XXX a suicide hustler. What was Malcolm X at 20? A drug addict. He was a drug addict, a criminal. What does that mean? Again, we want to give excuses. We want to give excuses instead of solutions. What were you at 20? What were you at 20? Were you a woman beater at 20? I'm going to assume you're older than 20. Was you beating the shit out your woman till she was blind at 20? He needed a chance to change. Maya Angelou was a prostitute at age 20. See, here's where it gets even crazier. Women justify his behavior. Women justify his behavior. Regina Frank is a woman, a grown-ass woman. By the way, happy birthday, Regina. He didn't get a chance to change. He beat women. He didn't get a chance to change to beat women. Whose fault is that? Again, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? I'm also one of those people who think you put yourself in certain situations for things that happen to you. I'm a firm believer in that too. But we're not going to sit here and say that it's okay because he's 20 years old to beat the shit out of your girlfriend to the point that she's blind. We're not doing that here. Sorry, y'all don't have to view me ever again. Y'all don't have to watch this show ever again. Because he's 20 years old, it's okay? You can miss me with all that shit. Because he's 20 years old, it's okay. He's young. He's young. Listen, autistic people know the difference between right and wrong. Autistic people know the difference between right and wrong. He know when he's beating the shit out of his girlfriend, he knows he is doing the wrong thing while it's happening. Y'all ain't gonna sit here. I'm sorry. Y'all can delete me as a friend. Y'all cannot watch the show ever again. But we ain't gonna sit here and justify beating a woman till she's blind. And then turn around in the same day, couple days later, week later, month later, and talk about Black Lives Matter. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are not doing that here. Okay? Here's another one. The kid is battling depression. Depressed people know the difference between right and wrong when they doing it. So now he's depressed. We went from he's young, he's stupid, to he's depressed. That's the problem. We want to give people excuses for poor behavior. What up, Epps? Who we talking about beating a woman? This dude, I got daughters, and that's just, you goddamn right. I got a daughter too. This guy XXX Tentacion You horror. Let me get you updated, you horror. This guy XXX Tentacion, who was recently killed in a robbery, a rapper, and don't get it twisted, I am not condoning his death. I think it's sad that the young man was killed. He puts out music about suicide, but I then saw a video today where he had a young black kid, 10-year-old black kid with a 10-year-old white kid on stage with a noose between them, and he puts the noose around the white kid's neck, hangs the white kid, and then he talks about Black Lives Matter, Rodney King incident, Eric Garner incident, Mike Brown incident. But then I hear that he beat his baby's mother so bad that she's blind in one eye. He didn't do it. How girl admitted to lying? His girl admitted to lying? His girl admitted to lying? If his girl admitted to lying, then we need to take all of this back. But I saw an article, I saw a picture from a reliable website, not no bullshit website. And I'm going to pull it up when I'm done, where he said he beat her till she was blind. And I got some more stuff I need to touch on, so I just want to make sure that for we post that video of the black kid, the young black kid and the young white kid. B, we find the story saying that she's lying. And I hear that's not the only woman. Okay, I hear that's not the only woman. Okay, she went on Instagram and admitted it when he died. Okay. Is this the same dude they had on video slapping the mess out of a girl from behind? Yes, I think that's him. The same dude. I heard they have phone audio of him getting her to say she lied. Oh, now that's a totally different story. Now we have audio of him probably threatening her. Listen, where there's smoke, there's fire. What about the good things he did? You can't judge, oh my God, you can't judge his whole life after one incident, and we don't even know the truth. Okay, again, 8-ball. I do know the truth, and the truth is, from what I read from a reliable source, that he beat his girlfriend till she was blind. Now, my man Abdul said, let's do this right. Slade Wilson said that she went on Instagram and said she lied. Abdul said there's an audio of him telling her to lie. So what good did he do? What good did he do? That's what I want to know. So it's okay to beat a bitch if you feed the hood, huh? It's okay to beat a bitch if you feed the hood. Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing now? Come on, people. Come on, people. The other girl lied too. Every girl's lying. By the way, Kevin Cox will be the Rookie of the Year. Kevin Knox. We're going to talk about that in a second. Where's the audio? This is my first time hearing that about audio. Witness tampering or some type of threatening charge. Oh, no. I'm going to do some research after this. I'm damn sure going to do some research. Next, let's move on. Yesterday was the BET Awards. There's some things we got to talk about. They all admitted, no, I'll provide receipts later. Let me explain something to you, and let me explain something to women, okay? If that is true, then guess what? Women should be arrested. They should be locked under the jail for putting out that false information in the first place. They shouldn't be locked in jail. They should be locked under the jail for putting out false information. Okay? But as I was saying, the BET Awards. A lot of shit goes on in the BET Awards that is funny, sad, crazy. A lot of shit going on in the BET Awards. So let's talk about the BET Awards. Who winning the NBA MVP? After we do the BET Awards, we're going to talk about the MVP winnings. Okay. Jamie Foxx is perfect. He is the perfect host. He should host the BET Awards until the BET Awards is no more, until he dies. He is perfect for the BET Awards. Nyanka, what's up, baby? Didn't watch the BET Awards? Oh, what black people don't? You should watch the BET Awards. Jamie Foxx is the perfect host. DJ Khaled, please leave the baby at home. Nobody wants to see this baby no more. It was cute the first time. He got these big ass headsets on and his head is the size of a fucking pea. That shit was cute the first time. Okay, leave the baby at home. We tired of seeing a baby. We tired of seeing a baby. The baby got their suit on. He got more expensive clothes on than all of us. Okay, I'm tired of seeing this baby. Leave that little baby at home. He is going to be a spoiled little bastard. As soon as he be able to talk, he's going to be a spoiled bastard. Migos. I swear the Migos look like a bunch of goddamn ants who was in Melly Mel and the Furious Five. These motherfuckers have on desert boots, chains, the ugliest clothes, the tightest pants. Like, you can't wear boxers under that. You can't wear men drawers under that. You can't wear men underwear under that. You got to wear a thong. You can't wear no men's drawers under them outfits that the men they got on. They either got no drawers on or they got a thong on. Them pants so goddamn tight. They look like a bunch of dancing ants. Remember the Raisins? The Raisins had their little commercial, their little run. That's what they look like. Them dressed up Raisins. They look a hot mess. This is terrible. Where's hip hop going to? This looks like Beat Street. This looks like Melly Mel and the Furious Five. Don't push me, cause I'm close. Go watch that video. Remember the nigga that was posing with the leather suit and it was 98 degrees in Brooklyn? Or the Bronx? That was in the Bronx. He had a hot red leather suit. It was 98 degrees in the Bronx. This nigga was posing. That's what the Migos look like. Just terrible. Who says to them, that shit is hot? You should wear that. Who told them that? That motherfucker needs to be fired. She ready. I love me some Tiffany Haddish. Oh, I love Tiffany Haddish. If I didn't have my wife, I'd be trying to find Tiffany Haddish. She ready. Oh, I love me some Tiffany Haddish. Her damage there. She's so damaged, but she's so goddamn cute and sexy and funny and smart. Oh, I love that. If you know anything about me, I'm surrounded by, it's weird. I'm just figuring this out. Within the last year or so. I'm surrounded by strong women. Women with strong personalities. Tiffany Haddish is right up my alley. I love me some goddamn Tiffany Haddish. But back then, that shit was dope. Huggy, when was it ever dope to wear a hot red leather suit in the Bronx in 90-degree weather? When was that hot? I know it was hot. He was hot. Them nuts was hot. That was hot. Love me some Tiffany Haddish. Next, Childish Gambino came on stage with Jamie Foxx and did too much hip swaying in his direction. I ain't like that. I'm sorry. He doing that This Is America dance, and it's just too much in Jamie Foxx's direction. I'm like, come on, man. And he had pajamas on. The nigga went to the show with pajamas on. African pajamas. Who wears African pajamas at the BET? Here's the problem with black folks again. You wouldn't wear that shit to the Grammys. You wouldn't wear that shit to American Music Awards. Why do you think it's okay for you to wear that shit to the BET Awards? You would not wear them pajamas with your hips swinging. This is America. We're not doing that. Here's the other problem. The other thing that I saw on the BET Awards. MCs, rappers, MCs and rappers mainly. Singers don't do this. Singers do not do this. Rappers, please stop rapping over the lyrics of your song. Stop doing that. That's not being an MC. That is not being an MC. See, the MC comes from the words, two words, master of ceremonies. That's what the MC was. He was a master of ceremonies. He knows how to move the crowd. He knows how to control the crowd. He knows how to rap and ride over a beat. Please, designer, Nicki Minaj, them 3 ants. Please, stop it. Give me the instrumental. Give me the instrumental. I get it. Delete. I don't want to hear your lyrics because you tired. Sit your ass still if you can't jump around and rhyme. Get in a group where you could take a break. I hate that shit. You are an MC. Act like an MC. Another thing, that Nicki Minaj song with Big Sean, 2 Chainz, YG, whatever his name is, I think that was who it was. Let me explain something to you. And not because his last name is Epps. I fucks with 2 Chainz. I'm telling you right now, 2 Chainz is dope. I fucks with 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz, I fucks with him. He's dope. And then let me tell you another thing. Nicki Minaj is an underrated MC. Now, Nicki Minaj wants to be attracted to the masses. She wants to be with everybody. White, black, gay, straight, women, female, male. She want to be a part of everybody. When Nicki Minaj get on her rap shit, when she get on her MC shit, Nicki Minaj is dope. She's an underrated MC. Now, understand this. I'm noticing a trend with your girl Nicki. When Nicki Minaj rhymes with other men on her songs, or she's a guest on another song with a man, her flow is so hard. She's dope. Hard as hell. When she's by herself or with another woman, it's not the same. She rhymes different when she's with men. She can't rap to save her life. You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. 8 Ball, you're not paying attention. Nicki can rhyme. Listen to her. Don't listen to her when she's by herself, when she's doing a solo project. Don't listen to her when she's featuring with an R&B artist or something. Listen to her when she's with men. Listen to the song with Yo Gotti. Listen to that song. Listen to Nicki in that song. That song sucks without Nicki. I'm telling you now. That song sucks without Nicki. Listen to Nicki Minaj, this song with 2 Chainz and Big Sean. Go listen to that song. Listen to Nicki. Now, some of y'all don't listen right. Listen with some intelligence. Listen to the wordplay. Nicki can spit. Majority of the artists don't write their lyrics. No, excuse me. No, we're not doing that, 8 Ball. We're not doing that, 8 Ball. Majority, 8 Ball, I don't know how old you are. Can somebody tell me how old 8 Ball is? She is trash. She doesn't write her rhymes. Majority of artists don't write their lyrics. Mickey Mouse rap. That's just the industry. Have you seen Beyonce or Jay-Z's video? I hear it was that real symbolism behind it. I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching Beyonce and Jay-Z until they come out with some hot shit. How old is 8 Ball? 8 Ball, okay, 8 Ball's 48. So 8 Ball will understand. He's a year older than me. He's 49. He's a year older than me. Okay, so listen, 8 Ball. All this not writing music shit is a new phenomenon. These new kids don't write. Nicki don't write. Drake don't write. MCs of our era, oh, they wrote lyrics. They wrote lyrics. That's why Pusha T put Drake in the coffin. Kanye, he don't write. He's new. I'm not a big Jay-Z fan. Jay-Z writes. That's why artists of our era are making a comeback. DJ C High is right here. He'll tell you. DJ C High is an MC. He's DJing now. He wrote his own shit. Rappers, MCs of our era, they wrote rhymes. They still write rhymes. Not writing a rhyme today, that's a new age phenomenon. They 30 and under, the people who don't write. That's why Pusha T put the nail in Drake's coffin. Drake got to come out with something crazy. Because Pusha T may have just ended his music career. Her and Cardi B sounds dope, but they don't write. We all understand that. We all understand that. Nobody's saying that they don't write. Nobody's saying that they don't write. But what I'm telling you is this. Being that we don't know what exactly what Nicki wrote and what exactly she didn't write, okay, I'm going to say that is dope until I find out otherwise. I'm going to say it's dope until I find out otherwise. The shit with Yo Gotti, when Nicki is rapping with a male, she's a different MC altogether, I'm telling you. Anybody writes for you, you are known as a biter. That's a fact. They write for rappers now. Now all his rhymes, I've been in the industry and know for a fact. 8 Ball, listen, I got my guy on here right now. He got music. Like he put out a record. He put out an album. He's there. He works in the industry today. DJ C High works in the industry today. They write for the rappers now. That may be. Drake not doing anything. Drake fan base is too great. Hold on. His fan base is too great. He has more stands than Kanye. I just learned that, Slade. I just learned that, to be very honest with you. Because my son said, yo, Drake is a legend. I said, a legend? What the fuck? That's a legend. He said, yo, Dad, he has 50 million followers. And then I was like, oh, shit. Like, that's what they are deeming as legendary. These young kids are deeming followers as legendary. He has 50 million followers that deems him a legend. Crazy. Special hooks. Cannabis wrote a lot of rappers' hooks and verses. So, he couldn't write for himself. Her delivery is definitely different and better when Nicki rhymes with dudes. That's a fact. I'm telling you, listen to the difference. Drake is not in any coffin. Pusha T put Drake in the coffin. When your boy Jay Prince, when your boy Jay Prince tells Drake, don't respond to Pusha T because your career may end. Drake is in the coffin. Drake has been number one on the radio for an entire decade. So what? So what? Pusha T put him in the coffin. When have you known Drake not to respond to an MC battle? When have you... He responded to Meek every chance he got. He said, Pusha T, you got this one. Pusha T, you got this one. I'm done. I can't fuck with you. That nigga Pusha T said, you playing border control with your baby. You playing border control with your baby. Or border patrol. You playing border patrol with your baby. Outed him for having a baby. Come on, stop. May not be in a coffin, but he is definitely in ICU. Okay, Cooley. Okay, Cooley. I'll go with that. I'll go with what DJ C High said. He ain't in the coffin, but he damn sure in ICU. I'm gonna go with that. It'll be his third time not responding. He's not gonna respond. He's not a real MC. Thank you, Renee Porter. He's not a real MC. That's a fact. He makes records. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. But his album is trash. Whose album is trash? Whose album is trash? Whose album is trash? Diddy told Biggie not to respond to Hit 'Em Up. Was Big done? Who said? Where'd you hear that story, Bryant? When did you hear that story? I never heard that story, Brian Porter. Drake is not a good MC. He's a good entertainer. That's very true. Let me explain something to you. Let me tell you about an MC. I went to see KRS-One perform. My God. My God. KRS-One is special when he performs. He ain't dancing around. He ain't out of breath. All you sucker MCs want to please come back to play. One. These are examples of the KRS-One. Bo. These are examples of the KRS-One. People going crazy. Tribe Called Quest. Seen them perform? Whoa! Busta Rhymes. Who rhymes harder, faster than Busta Rhymes? Crazy MC. Drake ain't none of them. Drake ain't none of them. Who said Pusha T album was trash? Pusha T album is trash? 8-Ball, you wildin'. You wildin', 8-Ball. Pusha T album is straight fire. Straight fire. 41-year-old MC gave you 7 joints, no fluff. Here's a dope young MC. I'm going to put y'all on right now to a dope young MC. And some of y'all don't know. Nick Grant out of South Carolina. Young, dope MC, ball for ball, nobody's fucking with him. I'm telling you now. Go get Nick Grant's Dream Chasing. Go listen to that album. There is not a young MC fucking with Nick Grant. I'm trying to tell you. Don't tell me about no goddamn SoundScan. SoundScan ain't never worked for hip-hop. What are you talking about? SoundScan. SoundScan, billboards, none of that ever worked for hip-hop. Stop. Don't tell me about no SoundScans or no hip-hop. Don't tell me about no billboard charts in hip-hop. Never. Don't tell me about no Grammys in hip-hop. Don't tell me about no American Music Awards in hip-hop. It don't work for hip-hop. The hip-hop that wins a Grammy, I don't listen to that shit. Macklemore won a Grammy. I don't listen to that shit. Chuck D said, who gives a fuck about a goddamn Grammy? That's what Chuck D said. That's what I listen to. Listen to no guy. If you won a Grammy, I probably don't like you. Record sales. 8-Ball, you said you in the 8-Ball. What record industry you in? 8-Ball? You talk about record sales. What 1980s rap group you sponsoring or you managing? Record sales? Don't nobody give a fuck about no record sales today? They don't make no money on record sales, bruh. They don't make no money on record sales. So you want to hear a young, dope MC that writes his own lyrics, that got his own pen? Do yourself a favor. When you're done fucking with me, go listen to Nick Grant, Dream Chasing. And guess what? I raised my kids, right? Because my son put me on to that motherfucker. Out of South Carolina. Streams and show money get bread. Wish I had my whistle. Shredney. Okay, Shredney. Oh, this is Slade. Streams and show money get... Okay, listen. Let me explain to you young guys. Nick Grant, not even Nick Grant. Let's not even talk about Nick Grant. Let's talk about Kanye West. Or Nas, okay? Because Nas' album just came out. Nas' album is all right. Nas ain't making no real money off no goddamn streams. He's not making no real money off streams. You make money off streams if you're an independent artist. If you're independent, you can make money off streams. Yes. If you're not an independent, you got a label backing you, you ain't making no money off no goddamn streams. So when you say you make money off streams, say yes, an independent artist makes money off streams. But you better be out there working. You better be, Nas is a billionaire. You better be out there working this goddamn, if you're an independent artist, okay, I give you an example. De La Soul did their last album independently. They had a GoFundMe. They had videos of them packing up their own merch, printing up their own t-shirts, all that shit. When you have a label, the label does all that shit for you. But guess what? You got to pay that label. Chance the Rapper. I love Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper's independent. So when you say you can make money off streams, you must say an independent artist. If you got a label backing you, you're not making no money off streams. Signed artists only get the advance. They have to pay it back. So what money you making? If I give you $1 million and you have to pay $2 million back, where you making money? Where you making money? You'd be surprised at how many rappers, especially rappers, are broke. You'd be surprised. You better check out Joyner Lucas. I'll check out Joyner Lucas. Nolan, Dante. I'll find out. My son listens to that shit. I heard J-Rock shit is fire. I'll find out. You hear of a kid named Joyner Lucas? Huh?
Yeah.
Is he dope? Oh, that's the kid that put out the shit where he's talking to the white dude.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't want to hear politics in my music.
But that's the guy, right?
Yeah.
I like that song. That song was kind of dope. But I haven't heard from him anything from him since. J. Cole is all right to me. He's all right. He's all right. He ain't fucking with King Kendrick. King Kendrick's a whole nother level, as far as I'm concerned, with J. Cole. J. Cole all right. He got some all right shit. They are independent. They are independent, but backed by a major by major distribution. Okay. Let's move on. BET Awards. Bobby Brown. Oh wait, hold on. Her. Oh, the artist Her. H.E.R. Her. She had to be hot as fuck. And I'm not talking about her music was hot. Her music was hot, but she had to be burning the fuck up. She had on this light blue rain poncho and some patent leather pants. Like, boo, y'all in California doing this. You burn, like, come on. You gotta be able to perform. Burn it up. For Springfield Gardens. He played ball with us, Randall, Vic, in Little League. Little League ball at Cambria. Okay. Her, she could be legit, but boy, go look at the BET Awards. She must have smelled musty when she leave the stage. Who's cooking? She smelled like a whole goddamn gang of onions. She had on a baby blue rain poncho with some patent leather pants. Who's cooking? I'm telling you, she was musty. She had on a rain poncho. She was musty. When she left that stage, she had this hair all over the place. Yes, she was burning up. She was musty when she left that stage. Definitely. No two ways about it. You can't wear all the clothes in your closet just because you got an advance. You got an advance. You can't wear all the clothes in your closet. She's burning the hell up. Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown has to be the most arrogant drunk I've ever met in my life. Bobby Brown walk on that motherfucking stage like he ain't been high all his goddamn life. The air conditioner was probably implanted in the suit somewhere. She probably had the suit was big enough to hide the air conditioner. I know that much. A little 8,000 BTU joint. It was Bobby Brown. Why is Bobby Brown? You know, the funniest people in the world. The funniest people in the world are cokeheads, crackheads, alcoholics who got out of rehab. Like, they're like the funniest people in the world. A reborn crackhead, a reborn alcoholic, because their thinking is, I just had the biggest fight of my life and I beat it, so I'm better than you. How about I'm better than you because I never did drugs? I never was an alcoholic. Like, how could you be an alcoholic and arrogant? How could you be a cokehead and arrogant? Slow your roll, Bobby Brown, please. You can't even sing anymore. I sing better than Bobby Brown. Please, Bobby, slow down. Bobby, you got your little show coming out. You wrote your little book. You may be getting a little bit of money or whatever. But please, Bobby, don't walk on the stage and act like you better than everybody else. Humble your goddamn self, please. Bobby, if we really wanted to get on Bobby is the leader of the Me Too movement. Watch when you see this movie. Watch when you see this movie you're going to see on BET. Now, BET, them drugs killing his brain cells. Now, BET, don't be slick like you did with the New Edition shit and play a commercial every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, you had a commercial. Listen, BET, get your sponsorship together, BET. Let the shit roll for 15 minutes. Let us live. Every 5 minutes, I watch the New Edition shit. Every 5 minutes, they had a goddamn commercial. But Bobby Brown has always been this way all of his life. That's true. That's true. That's very true, Huggy. But goddamn it, Huggy, once you become a crackhead, a cokehead, an alcoholic, you need to humble yourself. You need to humble yourself. You failed. Let's not act like that's successful. You have failed. No, it was every 3 minutes. Yes! BET, don't do that. Or I will DVR your shit and you will not get my rating. Let's not act like Bobby Brown wasn't the leader of the Me Too movement. Like he didn't start the Me Too movement. He's just old now. Otherwise, Bobby Brown would have been on some Russell Simmons and Harvey Weinstein and Matt Lauer type shit. Let's not act like we don't know that. It's just them hood rats got enough common sense to realize that shit happened 20 years ago. Not like the hood rat that tried to get Jamie Foxx for beating her. He slapped her in the face with his penis 27 years ago. Heifer, please. Heifer, please. Don't talk to me crazy. Why are you that close to the penis? That's a bad Hummer. That's all that is. That's all that is. That's a bad Hummer. You giving a bad blowjob. You probably got slapped in the face with a penis. That's your fault. That's not Jamie Foxx's fault. Well, we have had some failures along the way. Yes. Next in the BET Awards. Everybody give it up for Yolanda Adams singing You Bring Me Joy in the Anita Baker tribute. Oh my God. Yolanda Adams, throw down the house. Yolanda Adams, stop playing. Give it up for Yolanda Adams, throw down the house for Anita Baker's You Bring Me Joy. What's her name was fine. The big girl with the national, she was okay. I forget her name. Lettucey, god damn. Lettucey, where the fuck did you find that big ass dress? Lettucey dress can fit Shaq. That dress is big as fuck. I have never seen a dress so big in my goddamn life. But then Yolanda Adams came on. Yolanda Adams came on and sang You Bring Me Joy. Chow it down. Chow it down. Couldn't nobody come on behind her. Chow it down. Now, Anita Baker is my wife's favorite artist. Okay? I fucked up and deleted the shit. I had to find that shit immediately. It's coming back on Tuesday and DVR it again. Yolanda Adams, boo. Not only did she tear it down, them goddamn teeth was looking nice, and the weave wasn't overdone. Yolanda Adams, yes Lord. Yolanda Adams put her foot in You Bring Me Joy. Next, Tyler Perry went crazy with the beard dye. Tyler Perry, your beard can't be darker than the hair on your goddamn head, Tyler Perry. What the hell is wrong with Tyler Perry? Why is your beard so black? Whatever he ate that night, he had to eat some dye along with it. Like, you can't have your beard just that black. Look like somebody armor rolled your beard. Like, come on. Where'd you get your shit done, in Philly? He must have got his shit done in Philadelphia. He must have got his shit done behind Freeway and what's my man's name? What's my man's name? The rapper who lost his voice. Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel. Tyler Perry was third in line. Freeway, Beanie Siegel, Tyler Perry. Them niggas do beards in Philadelphia. Them niggas look weird. Your shit ain't supposed to be that dark? God damn. Your shit ain't supposed to be 3 shades darker than the hair on your goddamn head. Do you realize the hair on your head, your chest, your penis, your vagina, your legs should all be the same, goddammit? Or somewhat the same. Go look at Tyler Perry, y'all. He looked nuts. Tyler Perry, what else we got? Oh, Meek Mill. Okay, Meek Mill. I get it. I get it, Meek Mill. And guess what? They did Meek Mill dirty. They did Meek Mill dirty, no doubt. But America, let's not act like that's an American problem. That's a state of Pennsylvania problem. Because each state has different laws. That's a state of Pennsylvania problem. Don't fuck up in Pennsylvania. There's certain states you can fuck up in. Like, for instance, don't carry a gun in New York. Plaxico Burress shot himself and did 2 years. Don't fuck up in Pennsylvania. Because whatever crime you do in Pennsylvania, you can steal a can of Coca-Cola in Pennsylvania. That's a felony. That's a state problem. Let's not act like Meek Mill was some great kid. You saw him? Go YouTube old Meek Mill videos. Little dirty braids, long dirty t-shirts, riding a dirt bike. Now, did they do Meek Mill dirty? Yes. Yes. They did Meek Mill dirty. But let's not act like Meek Mill is Martin Luther King now. But here somebody gonna come on here and say, well, when Malcolm X was 20, he was a criminal. Come on, people. Come on, people. Stop. Stop. You don't get the same opportunities. You go out and commit a crime right now. You won't get the same opportunity as Meek Mill. You go commit a crime right now. You won't have those same white people trying to bail your ass out of jail. You go commit a crime right now. You won't have 7 lawyers. So is it Meek Mill getting out of jail or being bailed out of jail, or is it a rapper being bailed out of jail? Ask yourself that question. Be real with yourself. Ask yourself. If he was, who's a whack MC? If he was, somebody give me a whack MC. There's more people in jail for less. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. So, listen, do I understand Meek Mill? Yes. I understand Meek Mill. Am I ready to ride out for incarceration, revampment, whatever they call that shit? So yeah, Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy straight trash. Would Soldier Boy be able to get out of jail? That 6'9" dude, straight trash. Would he be able to get out of jail? Prison reform, that's what they call it. Am I riding because of prison reform because of Meek Mill? Hell no. I got my niggas in jail for less. I got some of my niggas who's in jail for nothing. Was Meek Mill fucked up in the game? Yes. Did he go to jail for popping a wheelie at a music video? Yes. But let's not act like we should all ride out for Meek Mill. Because Meek Mill wasn't riding out for me. Sometimes it's not about your money. It's the publicity in some cases get. Oh, let me tell you something, A-Ball. It's always about my money. I don't know what you talk about. It's always about my money. Meek Mill don't do shit over here in Bayshore. I can't be fucking with Meek Mill and his causes. What's Meek Mill doing for my cause? Today I had to pay $13.07 to wash my dog. Where was Meek Mill with that $13.07? I needed $13.07 to wash my dog. Where was Meek Mill? So Meek Mill, I get it. I get it. But please, please, people, please. I'm tired of seeing people riding out, especially black people. I'm tired of seeing black people ride out for all the wrong things. Wash it with a water hose. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. But you come hold this motherfucker down with all this soap and shit all over his ass. When I could chain his ass up to the sink, have him choke himself a couple of times, get him to realize that he needs to sit his ass still. Oh, that choker thing is excellent. Put that little choker around his neck, put that little leash to the wall. He tried to run, dog almost hung himself today. Then you get a little dryer. For me, to wash my dog in the backyard, I gotta go get my blower to dry this nigga. Again, it ain't like we had dogs when we was kids. Like, I had a dog when my dog was named Cindy. I had a little German Shepherd. I tied Cindy in the backyard for 365 days of the year. Cold, Cindy outside. Rain, Cindy outside. Blizzard, Cindy outside. $365 days a year, dog was outside. Do that today. I got white folks as neighbors. You do that today. They are calling all types of initials on you. ASPCA, PSCCA, ACC, DDD, Dogs Anonymous. They call all types. Listen, I got me a goddamn dog that's spoiled to death. Now listen, he's a good dog. That nigga shits outside, that nigga pees outside. There's a little bell right there. He go ring that bell when he got to go outside. He's a good ass dog. My neighbors, he takes care of my neighbors. Because my neighbors got a pigeon coop. Let me see if I can show you real quick. My neighbors, he raises pigeons. Let me see if I can show you real quick. See that right there? See that little house right there? That's a pigeon coop. 3-story pigeon coop. Okay? Look, little nigga coming in now, smelling fresh, black as shit. Look at him. Look at him. I'll show you. Look, Reese, come here. Look. Nigga got a nice wash. Nigga smell good. Look at the fucking food. They give him too much food. He won't eat all that shit. They only gotta give him a little bit of food. Look how the nigga's treated. He got a dog tag with my phone number on it. He got all types of shit. A tick and flea collar. My German Shepherd Cindy ain't never had a tick and flea collar. Ain't never had a leash. Ain't never had. We didn't even have a fence in our yard. Dog never left. Jet shiny black coat. Yeah, he just got washed. He good right now. But do you, oh, yup, he got a chip. He got a chip in his goddamn leg. Yup, he sure do. $60 for the chip. He got all his shots. Cindy ain't never had no shots. Cindy ate what we ate. We got, don't lie, our neighbor loves our dog so much. His daughter works for a dog kennel. She brings by a bag, because we cut his lawn and stuff. They're an elderly couple. She brings by at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 20-pound bags of dog food. We got enough dog food for a year, maybe 2 years. Dog never went to no vet. My dog got his nuts cut off. My dog ain't. Cindy had nipples everywhere. Cindy had about 20 nipples. She stayed. She was a thought. My dog was a thought in the neighborhood. Dog stayed. Dog stayed stuck to my dog. Litter after litter after litter. This motherfucker got his balls cut off. He got his balls cut off. Talk about, if it don't descend, it can become cancerous. But it's $700 to go get his ball. I wish I would pay $700 to go get his damn ball. But see, this is what I'm dealing with now. This is what I'm dealing. And my wife, who wasn't a dog person, now that's mama's baby. Mama's baby. Oh, you got to see her face when that motherfucker escapes. Oh, when he escapes. Oh, I quit on his ass twice. It was hot. Listen, I'm 380 pounds. It was hot. This nigga, I call him. He just keep running away. Fuck him. Let him go. One night, we out here chasing his ass, all right? And we live 2 blocks from the train station. Oh, you should have saw my wife's face. She's so worried we going to see Chop Suey at the train station. Now that's mama's baby. Now, don't get it twisted. He's a good dog. My house don't smell like dog. My carpet is clean. He don't shit in the house. He don't piss in the house. None of that shit. He is a very, very good dog. But people don't get it fucked up. Meek Mill ain't giving me $13.07 to pay to have that nigga clean. So Meek Mill, I get it. I fuck with your cause. I get it. But come on, Meek Mill, after you finish with this shit for the next 3 to 4 months, we need some of that nigga music. We need some of that music. We need some of that music back. I don't need you to all of a sudden be Malcolm X. I need that music back from you. And that was my notes on the BET Awards. Okay, Benjamin Patton, real quick. Let's do Rookie of the Year first. Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. The dog got a better living than me. Yes, Victor. The dog got a better living than me. Rookie of the Year. They're going to give it to Donovan Mitchell because he out there in Utah. They're going to give it to Donovan Mitchell. He just dropped a dong with Miguel. A song with... No, not Tatum. Not Tatum. It's going to be Mitchell. It's going to be Mitchell because he out there in Utah. That's why. And they're going to look at Mitchell and say he carried that team because he didn't have a lot of help. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say Ben Simmons had Embiid, Ben Simmons had this, Ben Simmons had that. They're not going to do the same thing with Mitchell. So it's got to be Mitchell. Now, here's the problem. It totally contradicts the MVP. Because they're going to give that shit to James Harden, and the MVP is LeBron James. Fuck what you heard. LeBron James is the MVP. LeBron James played with 2 different teams in one season. He played with 2 different teams on one team in the same season. And where y'all was going crazy, in January, they're 0-10 for January, 0 for January, and all that other shit. LeBron dragged that awful team to the playoffs and dragged that awful team to the championship. Oh, it's not a playoff award. They purposely put that shit after the playoffs because they want to see what they do after the playoffs. Trust me, if LeBron shit the bed, they would have been gave that shit to Harden. LeBron James is the MVP. Fuck what you heard. Don't tell me. Please do yourself a favor. Don't tell me about no James Harden. James Harden ain't the MVP. LeBron played with two different teams and dragged them to the finals. Don't get it twisted. LeBron won't get it, but he can legit win it every year. And he should win it every year. That's the problem with the NBA MVP. He should win it every year. Just like Michael Jordan should have won it every year. LeBron should win it every year. He deserves it. Just like Shaq should have won it every year. Kobe Bryant should have never won an MVP. Never. He ain't deserved the MVP that he got. Because Shaq had a better season. NBA doesn't operate that way. That's why the NBA regular season means absolutely nothing. That's why the NBA regular season means nothing. LeBron proves it to you every year. It means nothing. Why ain't LeBron? LeBron is not the number one seed, so he's going to get knocked out the playoffs. LeBron ain't been the number one seed in about 10 years. He don't give a damn about no goddamn seeds. He don't give a damn about no seeds. Oh, LeBron James can't beat Boston. Boston's better. LeBron sent Boston home. Oh, he damn sure can't beat the Raptors. Oh, the Raptors is better. He sent the Raptors home. Oh, Indianapolis get out 2-0 on them. Oh, this is the year LeBron's going down. LeBron beat Indianapolis. That man deserves the MVP every single year. Just like Michael. Kobe arguably the best to do it. Slade Wilson, never get high on your own supply. Okay? Never get high on your own supply. What was Kobe the best at? Kobe wasn't the best player on his team when he was winning them championships. How about that? Kobe was the best player on his team when he was winning those championships. Now, MJ the best of all time. No, he's not. LeBron's the best of all time. LeBron's the GOAT. You see Paul George making a 3-part decision show? Oh, no, he ain't. Oh, no, the fuck he ain't. No, Victor, he can't do that. Victor, he can't do that, Victor, because they killed LeBron for making on a 1-part decision show. Oh, they can't do that. They can't do that. They can't do that, Victor. I'm 15 minutes over. LeBron is not the GOAT. Yes, he is. Unfortunately, you're too blind to see. You also said that Jerry Jones don't tamper with his team. You also said it was okay for LeBron James to come out the bleachers and start coaching his son's team when his son already got a goddamn coach. Craig Davis, you already said that shit. Wilt is the GOAT. Okay, Craig, I agree with you. But sometimes you got to argue with these young folk. I agree with you. Wilt is definitely the GOAT. They changed the game because of Wilt. They changed the whole game because of Wilt Chamberlain. So who win the MVP? They're going to give it to Harden. LeBron James should win it. They're going to give it to Harden, though. Chamberlain is the GOAT. That's a fact. Chamberlain definitely is the GOAT. All right, people. Now I'm 17 minutes over. Again, please don't forget to like and share the page. Like and share the page. Bron better than MJ. Than Mike Bibby's first ballot Hall of Famer. Well, I don't know how he got that comparison. Where you think LeBron going to LA? No. LeBron's going to stay in Cleveland. He's going to stay in Cleveland. I hate to say it. He's going to stay in Cleveland. Wilt the thought GOAT too. Oh yeah. Well, why be ashamed of that? Thought GOAT. Basketball GOAT, volleyball GOAT. What should Wilt be ashamed of? Y'all wish y'all was not GOATs. Please like and share the page. Don't forget www.busamove.com. Party bus for kids. Don't have your big grown ass up in the ball pit. Don't have your big grown ass playing that dancing game on the side of the video game bus. Let the babies play. We have that. We have www.genesisfueloil.com. Jets talk next time. Okay, we could do that. It's slow. It's slow this time of year. We could do Jets talk. www.genesisfueloil.com. If you need your AC unit, your central air unit, your heat, your boiler, you need all that serviced. If you need oil, you call GenesisFuelOil.com. Phone number 631-249-1438. 631-249-1438. I know football season's coming, but we don't talk NFL till August. We'll talk some Jets, though. If you mention Not Just Sports by Noel Epps, the Genesis Fuel Oil, you get $5 off your delivery cost. So again, call 631-249-1438 or go to www.genesisfueloil.com. Giants winning the Super Bowl, stop lying. Shabu Mosley's basketball training and conditioning program. Please go to 2 Vanderwater Street in Farmingdale, New York, if you want your kids to be trained by a Long Island great. A Long Island great, Shabu Mosley. Listen to Shabu Mosley's resume. 3 years All-League, 2 years All-County, 2 years All-Long Island, second team All-State, 2-time McDonald All-American nominee and a junior college All-American. So again, go to www.shabu basketball. Shabu is spelled SHABUE, basketball.com. Or call 516-849-3282. Peace, Vic. Last but not least, you looking to buy a home, you looking to learn about financing, you looking to buy a home, you're looking to stop renting. Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated are your people. Please give them a call if you're looking to learn. If you're looking to learn the ins and outs of financing and mortgages. Look, he just rang the bell. You heard the bell ring? Call Intercontinental Capital Group, please. Call them. They are on your team. They're trustworthy and they're friendly. You can contact the branch manager, Stacy Saunders, at Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated at 1400 Old Country Road, Suite 200A, Westbury, New York. Her office number is 516-723-6462. The cell number is 516-984-4324. The fax number is 516-706-4938. And the email is SSAUNDERS at Intercontinental Capital Group, ICG, home.com. That's SSAUNDERS at ICG, home.com. Again, people, another great show. Touched on a lot today. Let's stop rewarding poor behavior. See you guys Wednesday, 6 p.m. Peace.